Just keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a
women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray. Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy in. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. What? Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water. I knew the mic wasn't on. I was just testing y'all. See if y'all was paying attention. See if you was paying attention, man. It's time to start our day, man. Listen. So last night, I started listening to some Jeremy Rifkin. I think that's his name. Third Industrial Revolution. I said I'm gonna listen to this.
and I'm gonna do nothing. Just do nothing, Hot Tip. Just don't do a thing, man. Don't do nothing. Do a show, don't do nothing, man. I said I'm gonna chill. Think it's alright, you know? So, of course, there was no show last night. But then it started hitting me too. I said, well, damn. What does counterintelligence? I don't know what brought that up. I said, but what intelligence was they trying to counter? And did it work? Right? Because I be seeing some dumb shit. I be just riding around, it's some dumb shit, and it's some dumb people and leaders. It's like it worked on a lot of different people. I mean, it might have been focused on us, but there was a lot of people that the counterintelligence program worked on. There's a lot of dummies. See, and then on top of that, Cointelpro would count for the Great Pumpkin getting elected. You know what I'm saying? And for some of the shit that we've been allowing to happen in our community, it all makes sense. We have been dumbed down. Dumb down. That's counterintelligence. Counter plus intelligence equals dumb. It makes perfect sense. Right? So the counterintelligence program was a program that was launched against us, but it went out of control and made everybody dumb. Because it's some dumb shit. It's just, I mean, we got dummies running around talking about they geniuses. I mean, it's just like, I mean, Linus was right. I keep saying it. Nobody understands. Linus was right. The Great Pumpkin came and took over all the holidays. It's just ruling. It's just sitting on 1600 Pennsylvania. The Great Pumpkin, Linus was right. He kept telling Charlie Brown that the Great Pumpkin was coming. Go back. I'm just saying, man. It worked. It worked. Almost bring tears to my eyes. But in watching Jeremy Rifkin last night, he kept saying that he said we are in a sixth extinction level event. The sixth extinction level event. And he said, people are acting like it's normal. And I'm looking around at the pandemic, and some people, some of us were trying to act like this shit is normal. I mean, even though it is, you got to kind of look at this shit and be like, I don't think it's ever gonna quite be the same again. Like, it's sort of like sex after AIDS. Those of y'all old enough to understand. You know what because a lot of people ain't old enough to really understand that joke. Right? But after AIDS, it was confirmed that this shit was real and people was really dying. There was a major shift in trading of sex. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not ever gonna be quite the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow. But he's talking about this event, and then, like I said, I'm dealing with people who want to deal with this event that we're going through right now as normal. It's like it's just like we just going, all right, hey. But I guess in order for us to make it from day to day, we got to do it. Yes, my dear. What's up? Huh? All right, well, you take care of your business. Tell Cleve to wake her up, and you just handle your business. All right, so, but anyway, y'all heard Miss Sasha. The world say good morning, Sasha. She said good morning, world. All right, so let's go and do our toast. If we have time, we can open up the lines. I might have posted up some news articles that we could discuss, or we could discuss some of the stuff that y'all want to discuss. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna experiment with the watermelon again. Get a watermelon another chance. Let's go and get our scene together. Let's get our scene together. Get the scene together, Brother High Tim. We're gonna get our daily toast. Our daily toast scene together. Switch it up. There you go. Damn, the stream is going good. It's averaging at about 4,600. Doing good. One of my elders came over last night and said, let me help you get this lighting situation together, young boy. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. But I kind of switched it up. So I'm gonna have to invite him back over so that he could, because I figured out that there is enough cord for me to move the light to the other side. So I'm working with it on the other side. And he was spot on. He was spot on. So I'm like, hey, this lighting thing is real, right? So let's go and do our toast. Salute our ancestors, and get out into the world. Who out there today? Anybody out there I know? We got any new people out there today? But y'all, hey, I can't wait to look at them numbers, because y'all be sharing, man. Family be sharing up some stuff for us. But here we go. We're about to do our toast. We lift up our glass, and we salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say, Ashe. Hold on. Gotta get my kids up. All right. Anyway. So when I move forward like this, the mic. Okay. All right. We'll work that out. I'll figure that out. All right. So, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that Creator, and we say the word of power. I say. But yeah, because when I was in Ghana, once again, I for some reason I couldn't remember it. While I was in Ghana, they did a ceremony, and they was pouring, but they wasn't saying Ashe, they was saying yow. 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 You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to get my wife to, but she wouldn't. But then, I was sitting somewhere and somebody brought it up, and I said, so, okay, yow. But then yow is Thursday born. Oh, that's push-ups. Uja, my boy, you heard the crumbling. That's the crumbling of my chest for all the push-ups that I owe. I'm slowly paying them off. But they say yow, right? But anyway, Ashe, right? From the Creator family, you know where we go. We go to our ancestors, family. Oh my God, we lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors. For those that are new to the tribe, those that are new to the family, those that are new to the show. You not necessarily part of the tribe, but you like, yo, I want to get my family name up in there as well. But you are welcome. Post your ancestors on the timeline, and we will get to them. Remember, we read We read many families' names on here on our show. So, like I said, don't be greedy, right? Because some people put a paragraph up. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a whole paragraph. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we gotta have space for other people too. But anyway, without any further ado, oh man, that feels good. Miles Brown, Ms. Zan, Robin the Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twig, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pet My Rob Malik Core, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamau, The Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bruford, Actor J. Edwards, Carla Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge, Melville Hodge. I totally lost, I blanked out. Melville Hodge. I totally blanked out. I didn't make it that far today. Melville Hodge. I totally don't know where I'm at. Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Ram J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spradley, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge Jr. I was thinking that Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburgh, B.D. Sale, Weller, Vita Farmer, Argo, Sue, Shell, Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammond, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Person, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Noda Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, the Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander. Made it that far. All right. So Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, the Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander. That's where I stopped. Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Alice Murphy, Tamika Russell, Dilly Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We are on William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, excuse me. Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sutherland, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, Defreetus Hines, Annis Bostic, and the Bostic Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Elmer Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown. I wanted to see if you was up. All right, go and get ready. Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, The County, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylan Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth, Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson, Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amita Robinson, Ray Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleveland, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Quinlan and Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Corolla Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, had Senior Melly Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Arlington Houston, Leonard Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, here in West Staten. Woo! Excuse me. Joe, Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Little Green, Anthony Green, Beth Barnes, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Alice, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Madeline Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Manny Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. She already on here. Marianne Williams, she's at the beginning, bruh. Yep. Dr. Marianne Williams, she's at the beginning. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Wilstina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Sermon Clay, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins, Elizabeth Johnson, Mrs. Thorne Johanna, Deshandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem E. Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, Tillard Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita, Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nellie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don. We got Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Wynette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams, Duncan Jr., Jenna Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carlos Oye, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, we got Craig Lee Jones, we got Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, we got Inez Smith, George Gamble, and Joseph Garrett, got LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, we got Yvonne Patrice Turner, we have Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher. We got Jerry Jocelyn McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Eric Branson. We got Eric Winston. We got Nation Builder Darren Bridges. And we got Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. Family, once again, we are able to lift up our glass and salute our ancestors. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is the high point of the day for me. So we lift up our glass and we say the word of power, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? It's very simple. From here, we go to the present moment. Right now, we are on Nia. Want to give all the Nia babies a round of applause because you definitely, oh, damn. Forgot to start Spreaker. Spreaker, I apologize. But anyway, we want to give all the Nia babies a round of applause. For those of you that might be on Spreaker, we already toasted the ancestors. And we want to thank y'all for joining us anyway. Anyway, let's keep it up. We are on Nia. Family, I ask you to activate your reticular formation and get out there and find that Nia. It's out there. All you got to do is search. All you got to do is get out there and look. Right? Activate those reticular formations and get busy. Right? Nia. Right? Nia is the day, for those that's wondering about what does he mean by Nia is the day. Once again, very simple step. All you got to do is go to free GNJ. Nope, that's the black line. Did it wrong. Do it again. Free GNJecourse.com. Free GNJecourse.com. Find out what we talking about here at Gye-Nyame Journey, right? Jump on board. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So, in the present moment, family, we are dealing with the concept or the idea or the principle of Nia. Nia means purpose. Go on, check it out, right? But also along with the day, we got the modic principle, which is for the day balance. The color is yellow. Rhythm is the hermetic law today. And then last but not least, we got Kofi for the male name, and we got Afua for the female name. Hey, Afua, how you doing? We lift up our glass, and we say, Ashe. Where do we go from there? Where do we go from here? It's a very simple journey. Very simple journey, right? From here, from the present moment, and the power in this moment that has been invested in you and invested in you. I mean, I need people to understand the importance of that. It's been vested in you and invested in you. The Creator invested it in you, and your ancestors invested it in you. And what are you doing with it? What is your return rate? If you was a stock, what would be the rate of return? Right? For the investment that's in you. Right? But anyway, let's keep it moving, right? So we move from the present moment into the future. So we lift up our glass and we salute our children, our children's children, onto infinity. Right? We lift it up and we say, Ashe. From there, where do we go? Or y'all, right? I like y'all too. That's y'all dope. Y'all, right? But anyway, from the present moment, we move to our children's children, onto infinity. Once again, we lift them up. We say Ashe. From there, we lift up all of our relations, and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go? Family is a very simple journey. From there, we go to that selfish toast. Come on now. Lift up the glass. Don't forget you. Right? In all your work, in all your grabbing a moment, don't forget you. So we lift it up. We salute you, and we say Ashe. That personal moment. What is it? I mean, what is it that you need? We lift it up. Ashe. From there, family, we move to our tribe. What tribe are you in? You don't have a tribe, go and tribe up with us. Go and tribe up with Gye-Nyame, family. If you have a tribe, lift up your tribe. Salute. I'm Gye-Nyame. Ashe. Y'all. I like y'all. I'm starting to like y'all. We lift it up. We say Ashe. From there, family. Last but not least, man, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most uplifting, the most outstanding, the wisest and the bravest individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you. I toast you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let's taste this watermelon again. Okay. Just a little bit of water. Just, like I told y'all the other day, that ambrosia ain't gonna give up the spotlight. It's like, I don't give a damn what type of fruit you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't care what type of fruit you are. You can't run the show. Don't care. So that's the way that ambrosia is. But anyway, so let's see what's up in the news. We're gonna see what's up in the news. And also, I'm going to open up the lines. Let's go and open them up. We're going to open up the black line. Give me a second. Going to open up that black line. So we can talk about some of the stuff that y'all want to talk about. Just, let's hit up on it. But before we do that, let me go on and work on getting this line open. But I want to make sure, cut the proverb for the day. The proverb of the day. The proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. Hey. All right, let's hit it up. Uber conference. The proverb of the day. What page? All right, those that got the book, which ain't too many people, but some of y'all will have it soon. I'm bringing it out. We're going to release the book. Yes, we are. One day. Wow, there you go. Man, this ebook shit is hot. Dope. It's kind of hard reading it on. It's gone. All right. Make sure they got the right mic. Okay, we got the right mic on. All right, so we opening up the lines. So, let's go to the proverb of the day. We're going to take you to the proverb of the day. All right? Let's do it in style. We're going to take you through the ancient buildings. Let you go and journey to the proverb of the day. The proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. All right, we are on From the African Openings to the Tree of Life. This little powerful book right here. Kind of hard to come by right now. Unless you know somebody with a stash, and I do. But the proverb of the day is very simple. Discipline is the conservation of gifts of the first source, say the knowledge holders. Discipline is the conservation of gifts of the first source, say the knowledge holder. Hey man, I'm doing my show. All right, cool. I got a question for you. You seen my pants? My dress pants. Blue. I know I ain't throw all them pants away. But anyway. All right, family. Somebody called in on the line. Who on the line?
This is Brother Rashid calling from Canton, Ohio.
What's up, man? I didn't even know Canton still existed. But anyway, on with the conversation. You called in. You got something to share. What's going on, my friend?
That's funny that you should say that because I learned a lot since I've been living in Canton. You said it's funny that Canton still exists.
Right.
And you grew up in Akron, right?
Yeah.
Well, what I've found since I've been living here is that this is a Masonic town. The body of a president resides here. And it's built on specific Masonic angles.
Yeah.
And
wow.
And
it got the Football Hall of Fame. Go ahead.
Football Hall of Fame, and they have a deep history. And most of the time when I find old Masonic information in the town, I also find racism in the town. So
Nigga, you saying it go hand in hand?
Well, listen, if you find old Masons, you usually find the Klan somewhere. So one of the greatest lies that we as people believe, and we're talking about history right now, because I called you about a specific thing, is that all racism was down south. The largest plantation during slavery was actually located in upstate New York.
Tell them again. Again.
Don't ever get it twisted and think that just because you in Ohio, that it ain't if you, as a matter of fact, if you were raised in Ohio, you probably should be because this is one of the few states where blacks and whites, it's difficult for them to separate themselves completely. They have to intermingle with each other in a state like Ohio. And so you deal with it, and I've been dealing with it on an individual basis. Like when I first got down here, I noticed that everybody watches you when you're in the store and all this other stuff, and I didn't have to really pull up on the cashiers like, hey, don't watch me when I come in here. I come in here every day. You know what I'm saying? And the people down here, you got to understand too, have fed into it. When I say to people, the blacks over the years, and they've accepted oh yeah, they just be watching because people be stealing a lot. I'm like, hey man, I'm not. That's unacceptable. I come in the store every day, and I have to deal with this racist bullshit. Well, I guess white people still too. So, but the point being is that this is a Masonic town. It's built on specific angles. They still got lodges. They got monasteries down here. They got a whole bunch of stuff that you would not know was in a small town like Canton, Ohio. But anytime, ain't no president ain't never been a Mason, first of all, including Obama. Don't ever get that twisted. So anytime they got the great pumpkin a Mason too. The Great Pumpkin was a president? Oh, you talking about Trump? Oh, we don't say his name. The name that shan't be spoken. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I ain't all on that. He reminded me of the Great Pumpkin. I keep telling people Linus was right. The Great Pumpkin came and conquered. But go ahead.
Listen, the reason I called in is because something popped up on my feed today because you got to understand something about this 9/11. That's going to be on the news. It's going to be every photos, footages, remembrances, and all that stuff. I don't want anybody to get this twisted. This is my
wow.
message,
It is 9/11. Wow. I had to look. Go ahead. Damn. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted us to start off today talking about the fact that don't be distracted. That is a time of remembrance. People did lose family members. We still don't know all the truth about it. But if we don't deal with right now, then we're gonna have to worry about how they remember us.
In the moment.
Yep.
It's our moment. Man.
Exactly. So don't be distracted by remembrances and all these other things. If you had individuals in your family that passed away during 9/11, I sympathize with you, and you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. But don't get distracted. Let me explain something to you, okay? A pimp's job is to keep the hoe agitated, to keep the hoe uncomfortable, to keep the hoe still trying to please him. And
That's
between the government and the media, they some pimps, and they keep us looking to the sky, they keep us looking to the ground, so we can't look at them.
Keep you agitated and distracted. Pimp lessons from Brother Rashid early near morning. Let's give him a round of applause, family. Let's give him a round of applause. But hey, he's bringing up a good point.
So I just wanted to put that out there. I thought you might have been talking about 9/11 today, but
Oh, no. It didn't even cross my mind that it was 9/11. You know what I'm saying? You said who?
It's become like a national holiday.
For who? I mean, I just, for me, because, you know, it didn't hit me until you said I had to look. I said, damn, it is 9/11. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can remember what I was doing on 9/11 when it happened.
What were you doing on 9/11? Because I remember exactly what I was doing.
I was in bed on Como Avenue.
Oh,
I made sure that all my boys went to school, and I received a call early that morning with Allende talking about, man, the shit is going down. I said, what the fuck? Why are you calling me early? What are you talking about? Man, they just bombed the towers. What you talking about?
You thought he was talking about on campus?
Yeah,
I thought he was talking about on Ohio State campus. He thought he was talking about them.
No, I mean, now that flash, when he said, no, turn on the TV. I said, man, what is you talking about? So I turn on the TV, and I see that shit. And the first thought that went through my mind was, where your sons at? I said, damn, I need to call the school to make sure my kids is in school. Because I hope they ain't still a plane and fuck up them towers, because I can't afford that shit. Because I'm telling you, my boys are bad. I'm like, oh.
That reminds me of a childhood incident that happened to me. We had a bomb scare at my school when I was a kid. Right? I begged the teacher not to call my mama, please, man. Because back then, in the 70s, if your mama missed a half a day of work, more listen, man. You couldn't make your mama miss a half a day of work. That was not happening back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Black woman miss a half a day of work, she gonna be tight-faced. So I begged the teacher, please don't call my mom. I live right up the street. I got my key around my neck. Just let me walk home. She said, I can't, Kenneth. I have to inform your mother. So she calls my mom. She says, Miss Jackson, we have your phone number here on record. We have your work number here on record. And my mother says, oh, so you know I'm at work. So it goes downhill from there. I knew it was. So she says, yeah, we have a bomb scare here at the school. And I'm standing here with Kenneth. My mom said, what kind of bomb? Now, this will just tell you a little bit about my upbringing, right?
Was it atomic? Is it nuclear?
Now, if it's shrapnel, Kenny know how to deal with that type of shit. So.
I'm surprised she ain't start out with what do you got to do with it?
Right. So she put me on the phone. Boy, I know you didn't bring no bomb to that damn school. I'm like, no. No, I didn't have nothing to do with this, mommy. So when you said something about you didn't know if your kids had stole a plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
it made me think about my childhood. Like, see, that's the thing about being a parent, right? We dealing with parents nowadays who really don't know their children. Who finding out who their children is with this homeschooling and this corona, right?
They
Like,
just find out, right. I wouldn't in
Because-
denial. I like
a black person back in the day knew what their child was capable of. You see what I'm saying? Like, you knew that your children were capable of stealing a plane, so you were worried.
I was very worried. I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
pay for these towers, and I ain't gonna be able to explain this to these people.
I'm not paying for no plane.
I'm not paying for no plane. So I called the school. I say, yeah, this Mr. Brown. Is my son's there? He said, yeah. He said, by the way, Ryan had been in the office. He wanted to talk to you. He said, Dad. No, Ryan called me Pop. You heard about the towers, right? He said, all these white kids is leaving. I want to know, can we come home early? Hell no. No. You don't know nobody no. You gonna get your full day education. All right? And that's it. All right. I'm glad to hear you ain't still a plane.
I got my version of 9/11. You ready for it?
Go ahead.
I was incarcerated in solitary confinement when 9/11 happened.
Were you for real?
This is deep. Listen to this shit. I was incarcerated during 9/11. We didn't know what the fuck was going on, but they locked the whole institution down. They locked the whole institution down because when stuff like that happens, they don't know if it's like a set it
plan.
off.
Right.
Like, now's the time, go. That's the go button. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was in solitary confinement and they locked me down further. I don't know how. I don't know how they I think they had another lock and they turned that. But the point being is that I have a certain detachment from 9/11 because I didn't get to witness the bombardment of visuals from the television. I didn't get to witness what happened every day, every hour updates and stuff like that. So
yeah, they kept that shit going, dog.
Right, I can imagine it was like the OJ thing. So
a little bit more intense than that, dog. Because you gotta remember. So when I woke up, because I guess I was up late. I got my kids up, got them out. I laid back down. I got the call. And then also another thought went through my mind. I said, damn, I hope that ain't one of us, because we ain't ready for the revolution. But shit. I said, because I was real. I swear to God, I was real nervous that the nigga with dreadlocks had got that plane too. So I'm like, first my kids, then I'm like, oh my God, we ain't ready. We ain't ready for it to go down like this. Oh my God. All right. But anyway, but the second tower hit too. So it was super intense, dog. But go ahead.
No, the point is, I just want to remind everybody, like, let's just stay focused. And I think I need to expound on that pimp thing because
now you just want to expand. You don't need a reason. You just want to expand on the pimp thing. But before you, let me give you the subject of the show, because since you're talking about pimps and hoes, let me give you did the Cointelpro program work? Because counterintelligence. When you add the word counter to intelligence, what is counterintelligence?
Disinformation.
No, ain't even disinformation. It's stupid. I mean, there's a lot of dumb shit going on around us. Counterintelligence is stupidity. So the program was to make people dumb. Do you think it worked?
Absolutely. Think about the we living in right now. Everybody's walking around with a handheld computer in their hand and can't nobody spell, talk, communicate. Listen to what I'm saying to you. We're living in the information age. We're living in instant access age, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you still got folks that ask you questions that they can answer if they were to take that thing attached to their hand. Because most of the people that I know keep their phone in their hand almost 24 hours a day. Their phone is never far from them. But yet, folks can't spell. All you got to do is go down Facebook and look at all the misspellings. You're like, man, y'all don't got spell correct? We got devices that put people in a situation where they don't ever have to leave their house. What are you talking about? Did they make the people dumb? Did they make the people? They didn't just make the people.
I just
dumb.
asked the question. I just asked. You ain't got to get all aggressive about this shit. I'm just asking the question.
They just make the people dumb. They made the people numb. Listen, man. We walking around half here zombies, man. We walk around here half here zombies. You're seeing crimes that you would never see before. You're seeing crimes that you would never see before.
Give me an example.
Out of the black community. Especially out of the black community.
Give me an example.
Well, I'll give you one.
Because we done did some dumb shit. But go ahead. I just want to, before you say, we done did some dumb shit. But go ahead.
We're going to break it down. You talking about individually we done some shit, dumb shit, or as a people?
I mean, no, I'm talking, And,
yeah.
Okay.
Individually, we not going to go down.
Right, but I'm saying you can't say there's some dumb shit and you've been involved. Because you know too much, I know too much. So we got to kill each other. If you come up with some shit and if it sound anywhere familiar to situations we've been in before, I'm gonna have to pull your coattail.
I don't talk about that stuff. I talk about the stuff as a group that we done. I mean, I'm just
okay. Go ahead.
And I don't want.
No, don't tread lightly now. You was bold a minute ago. Go tell me some of the dumb shit. I know too much.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain something to you. The reason why I call into your show.
Go ahead.
Everything has to have a counter. If you just sit here and talk about positivity all the time, and you don't get to, and you don't listen, and you don't. I'm just using an example.
Oh.
You just talk about positivity all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get that to take the layers of the onion loose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the people will be living in a state of unknowing. In other words, when we talk about, and I got the term for that, taking over them properties too. It's called adverse possession. That's what it's called.
It's called somebody called me yesterday about a situation. Hold on, y'all. Gina want to talk. Go ahead, Gina. What's up? Can you what?
When we get to school, can you take our food and put it in the refrigerator?
Oh, sure. I can do that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard the term ignorance is bliss?
Yeah, I heard that. I knew the dude that created that term.
Stop it. Anyway, the point being is this right here, man. If we don't think nothing wrong, then we ain't gonna do nothing about what we don't think nothing is wrong about.
Say that shit 3 times fast.
If we don't think nothing's wrong, we ain't gonna do nothing about what we don't think nothing's wrong about. In other words, if you don't know that you're in a fucked up state.
Wow. You right. Go ahead. If you don't know it's broke, it's just normal.
It's the Matrix, baby. It tastes like a steak. I know it ain't a steak, but this motherfucker's still good. People are choosing to be numb, whether it be by drugs. We think about this for a second.
Yeah.
When we was young people, we was exposed to drugs, no doubt, right? But did we take them?
Nah. Because you brought up a point a few years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go because I see where you're going. But go ahead.
No. I want to hear. Go ahead.
No, I mean you years ago you said, man, where are all the new crackheads coming from? Because like when we saw, we had an opportunity to see what that shit did, because the generation before us they was just experimenting, it's partying, it's cocaine, man, partying and shit. They didn't have no experience. We got to see what happened to a motherfucker after you start smoking that shit. So it was a real conscious choice for some of us to be like, yeah, I want to be that motherfucker that does that shit. You know what I'm saying? There was a real conscious choice there. And one of the jokes you used to have is like, where's all the new crackheads come from? Because we witnessed motherfuckers literally transform into zombies and would do anything. You like, ain't shit cool about that. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Right. So now we got a generation of the pharmaceutical companies done took over the dope game. So now it's in a more pleasant form. The pills, what have you. There's some of the pills that they come up with, they design them for one specific need and find out that people can get high from. The next thing you know, it's them flooded the market. You watch what's happened with companies like Kaiser Permanente and companies like that, where them oxycodones and all of them drugs are so easily available that the street hustler, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gotta have a legitimate connect in the pharmacy in order to hustle now. Ain't no drugs coming
He
across
need a
the
license.
borders.
What you say? You say he need a license? Now there's still drugs coming across the borders, but it ain't. I hear you, but yeah.
So the point is that's not the point, because here's the thing about you have to understand about the United States. The United States has always had a lust for drugs.
Always.
If did nobody want them, then they wouldn't come. If did nobody want them so bad, they wouldn't come. They got a thing now where if you want heroin and you pass out and the cops got to give you Narcan, they don't even arrest you. They don't even arrest you. They just bring you back to life and give you a ride home.
That's so nice.
We zombies. I gotta say we, because I'm part of this life that we live in.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's part of the growth. Being able to realize where we are, and you know what I'm saying. That's part of the growth. And even like when I asked the question, has Cointel worked? Because I don't want people to just think that this thing was just launched on us, because if you look at the list, there was a few white organizations on there too, and this shit has spun out of control, because all the dumb shit that you see going on out here, even all the way up to the election of the Great Pumpkin. I mean, this motherfucker, I have never seen nobody lie with such brashness. This motherfucker just,
Let's pause for a minute, because you keep saying the election. That was an insertion.
No, dog. Time out. I gotta disagree with that. He was duly elected by this country. It wasn't no insertion. You know what I'm saying? This is American. See, because this the point. I'm not gonna give these motherfuckers that type of power over us. I mean, now if you want to surrender that shit, nigga, these white folks voted for this motherfucker. White women voted 51%. 51% of white women voted for this motherfucker. A lot of white men voted for this motherfucker.
That goes back to our Canton conversation and knowing where you at and knowing what's going on.
Go ahead.
Did you know that Ohio, one of the major states when it comes to any election, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ohio voted for Trump. Did you know that?
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of people. You got a lot of people that's like, I can't believe that he's in office. Ooh, and crying and shit, and they voted for this motherfucker. You got a lot.
The next day after the election, I was on an elevator, right?
Right.
It was me, an older white woman, and a white dude and his child. After the white dude and his child got off the elevator, the white lady turns to me, a black stranger, a black man, and says, "What happened?" And you know me, I'm quick on my feet, and I send that ball back across that net. So I turned into Morpheus on her ass, and I said, "What happened is exactly what was supposed to happen." And she looked at me like, "What the hell was that supposed to mean?" I'm like, "Listen, man, listen."
Wait, hold on. Wait, do Larry Fishburne again. That was pretty good. That was good as hell. You good. Do that shit again.
What happened is exactly what
Hey, Lawrence Fishburne. Hey, y'all got Lawrence Fishburne. Hey. I got Lawrence Fishburne. Go ahead.
I call him Larry. But listen. Listen. That's a true experience that really happened, and her face was mortified. She was mortified that I had a joke for her.
Please,
right?
wait. Please don't tell me you had on sunglasses. Please don't tell me you had some on. with your arms behind your back. But go ahead.
I did fold my arms behind my back. Like, fuck it. It was the elevator scene. the elevator scene. She didn't understand what had happened. I grew up on television, man. I'm sorry. I can't, So,
Me too.
what happened is exactly what was supposed to happen. And she was like, what? And I looked at her face, and her face was incredulous. And she was like, I think she wanted to just cuss me out. Like, don't play with me at a time like this. And my whole point was this right here. Hey, listen, man. If you want to go play the reindeer games, the reason why Rudolph was so motherfucking sad is because he wanted to play the reindeer games. Instead of knowing that he was an individual, instead of listen, when we talk about being raised on television, think about this for a second. This motherfucker was special. There wasn't no other deer running around with a red nose, and he too busy trying to fit in, and that's why he's sad, because the other reindeer wouldn't let him play the reindeer games. Fuck the reindeer games. If you're going to participate in this voting fraud election shit, then you take whatever come with it. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to explain something to you. I worked as a cab driver and met people from different countries every day. And I would all ask them the same question. Are y'all laughing at us? And you know what they'd always say? Yes, we are. How did you guys let this happen? And if we can't explain it, and if we participated in it, then we are part of it.
What? Wait, stop. Nigga, wait. I mean, you was going good, but your logic failed. Your logic kind of tripped up a little bit there. What?
Listen, if you can't control, listen. Okay, it's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, listen. What I'm saying is,
okay,
if you can't control the game, right? You can't explain the game, but you still participating in the game.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Right?
You can't play basketball. I seen you play basketball, and you can't control the game of basketball, but you still have fun. Listen.
And guess what happens?
What happened?
I have to accept that, you know what?
You can't even explain what the fuck you do.
I can't put that ball in the hole like everybody else. Well, first of all, this is a misnomer. G&J, I can't play basketball. First of all, let's just put that out there. I'm not going to let you slide with that one, first of all.
Okay.
I don't play basketball the way y'all play basketball. Y'all play basketball.
Who was y'all? I can't play basketball either. So I don't even get involved in the game.
Your kids play basketball, and they play so different that, like, there's no out of bounds. They don't have to dribble.
Oh.
And, yeah. So when you say I can't play basketball, I don't play your game of basketball. And now we get to the point. If you can't control it and you can't explain it, but you still participating in it, then you got to deal with whatever comes up out of that game. In other words, everybody's running around here talking about, hey, vote this.
Listen. Not that I'm for voting, not that I'm for against or against voting or whatever. All right, dude. Hollywood, by the way, is replying, and he let you know that the late Dr. Marianne Williams is his old instructor.
I thought I was just mentioning the fact that I didn't hear her on the ancestors list.
Man, she is like number 20, dog. She at the top of the goddamn list.
I tuned in late. I thought they were in alphabetical order. That's what happened.
No. This is people. When people throw it in, it comes in. But anyway, Hollywood just wanted to know. Peace, Hollywood. We see you out there, nigga. Call in 614-556-4535. Let's have a reunion.
Lock the number in.
614-556-4535. You can play this.
I think you should also. You keep saying Cointel like everybody knows what you're talking about. We from a generation that know what Cointel is. This generation don't know what Cointel is. Quit assuming that you're talking to your people.
Stop. No. Look, most of my people are older. I fool myself, my demographic. But you're right. But then also, we got to understand we're dealing with a generation that could Google some shit real quick if they really wanted to know. If they was really interested, they could find out about it. And then also, I'm dealing with a generation, or I'm dealing with young people that, from my experience as a young person, I knew every goddamn thing. So even if I didn't know, you know what, Rashid? I knew any goddamn way. So
how did you know stuff when they didn't have Google then? How did you know stuff? How did you know so much?
You know what? I've been trying to. I don't know. No, actually, you answered it. I was a TV kid, dog. I mean,
Okay.
a lot of shit that I knew, and what was crazy is people used to always dog me about watching TV, but it was TV that prepared me for the test. It was TV that got me
I'm
into
just
college.
a bill, and
Huh?
I'm only a bill, and I'm
Oh my
sitting here
God.
for
See,
bill.
but that's the most. That was their shot at actual education that I was able to pick up on. Now, but let's talk about some of the situational comedies or Hogan's Heroes and some of the cons. I mean, yeah, just shit like this. I would watch everything. And so when people would have, it would be little obscure facts that would pop up, and I would be able to memorize that shit. But I was learning. This is why.
Whoa,
Go ahead.
Pump the brakes. Whoa, little baby, pump the
Go
brakes.
ahead.
You said you were getting obscure facts
Obscure.
that memorized from the television.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so what you're saying is basically you took it as factual because the TV said it.
No. What I was saying was I received information, but let me say this. I ain't gonna say I took it as fact because it came from the TV. I start taking it as fact when the shit start working.
Okay.
You understand? Because it's
You
like,
can apply with
oh my God! Listen, I learned how to fight watching Godzilla movies, nigga. What is you talking about? Godzilla had a little hip toss that he used to. Oh man, Godzilla had a little hip toss. That shit worked for me all the way through college. Mom, you listen.
Yep. He had to learn the hip toss because he had short arms. That's not the point.
But he had a long ass. But go ahead.
Right, exactly. He was
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Some of y'all young people don't know who Godzilla is. Look it up. The real.
So no. You just said something that I gotta check you on. You said all my people is older and they know what I'm talking about. Didn't we just say that's how the church crumbled? Didn't we say that the church crumbled because they only catered to the old people and didn't recruit the young?
No, that ain't what that's what you said. I ain't agree with that. I didn't. No, I ain't agree with you. I said the church sent their kids away. You said the church crumbled because they was recruiting the young, but they was sending them away.
The church, putting college funds together and everything.
Right, but
go
not
away.
Right, go away without the mandate of coming back to serve the community. You need to get away. You need to escape blackness. You need to escape who we are because we are cursed people and shit like that. I mean, we don't say that.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Pause the brakes.
Go ahead.
I've witnessed other cultures send their children away and their children come back.
Their children come back because it's a mandate. It's a mandate to come back but for us, you got to get out. You got to escape. Really and literally for us, that was the discussion. We have to escape. I gotta do bad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got to escape, and I gotta pull as many out as I can. I mean, how many groups you ran into that talk like that? Well, escape from what, nigga? Where you? This ain't escape from New York. Even though that's
why they numbing themselves. Everybody trying to escape from something. Drugs is an escape. Everybody trying to numb themselves. But as soon as we find out what we're trying to escape from, maybe we'd be all right. If we're trying to escape from ourselves. You can't.
I mean, we could actually form a business like around that to because other people have formed whole businesses, whole industries are funded by our escape from us. Because some people have figured that shit out and say, fuck it, nigga, you want to escape? Let me help you. Let me make it easy for you.
My life changed for me when I figured out that everything that I was looking for was inside of me. When I realized,
when you got that moment. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna let you know. I know when you got it because you was a TV kid. You wanna know when you got that? When you figured that out?
When?
Your third time watching The Greatest, and George Benson sung that song to Muhammad Ali, and you probably was sitting there crying and snotting with your nose on. Go ahead, but I'm sorry.
You talking about The Greatest, the movie?
Yeah. That was
That's
a
an
cool
amazing,
movie.
there's an amazing story behind that movie. Did you know that they had a casting call for people to play Muhammad Ali, and he showed up?
Nobody could play the greatest. I'm the greatest. How you gonna have somebody play me?
Hey, that's a level. That's a level. Listen, I take people on stage with me. I take James Brown on stage with me. I take Dick Gregory on stage with me. I take Muhammad Ali on stage with me. That's a level of confidence. Like, I heard y'all was doing a movie about me.
And I'm coming to trial for the goddamn part because nobody could play the greatest.
Could you say that line again for us, please, Muhammad?
No, I ain't gonna say the goddamn line again because it was real.
Yeah, that's a true story. They didn't even know he was showing up. They were like trying to find an actor to play Muhammad Ali, and he just pulled up like,
just
why
imagine.
would y'all go through that? Why would y'all go through all of that?
Just imagine being the motherfucker be like, I don't think he good at playing himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think he good. I was thinking we should have City Portnier play him.
He has no experience in acting whatsoever. How can we do this? How can we make this work? Right? That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate in confidence right there. But yeah, as soon as I figured out that everything that I was looking for was actually right inside of me, all the answers, and then here's the critical thinking class has taught me this right here. You gotta ask the right questions, homie.
Yeah, see, and that's one of the things, that's one of the problems with the education system. They don't teach us to ask questions. As a matter of fact, many of us, especially in our age group, unless we was connected and people knew who we were, we couldn't ask no goddamn questions because it get you in trouble. Because the question you ask usually would take y'all away from the curriculum that they was trying to get across to everybody. But go ahead.
So everything is tying into your question. Did Cointel work? Did they dumb us down? And then now you say things like the education system doesn't teach us to ask questions. It doesn't teach us to be critical thinkers. So now what you have is a couple of generations of black folks who have
been
stressed the importance,
right?
Stress the importance of education. Trusted these schools.
See, but what me and
back a different person.
Right. What me and you experienced was that because of the active imagination and the love affair with what was going on TV and in different places, we was able to augment the education.
You're absolutely right. We were able to build, annexes off of our off of our educational tree and venture out. But everything leads back to this though.
Now, but let me bring this up. One of the things that I found with a lot of my folks that when I went to college, like for example, I mean, because you brought up the TV piece, and I thought about that shit. Yeah, shit, I was basically raised by it. Do you know there was people at Ohio State with us that literally knew every song and damn near every line. I ain't gonna say every line of, but far
everything, every theme show song.
Oh my god! No, I'm not good. I'm not good at that. Like Shaka give you the songs. Shaka give you the lines.
The world don't move to the beat, just one drum. What might be right for you might be wrong for some.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Time out. I know. I don't know the songs, but if you say them, I can tell you what show. Most of the times, I possibly could tell you show because they got to set up the whole theme for the show. You know what I'm saying? So now, what? Let me tell you what that taught you. That taught you how to look for that teach you how to look for themes when you're reading. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I just from small shit like that, I could tell the whole show. I could tell about a whole show by just listening to the goddamn theme song because they're gonna tell you everything that's supposed to be happening in this goddamn in this whole goddamn show in the song. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. So what you're saying is our learning process was simplified for us with and regurgitate. In other words, what you're saying is that song got ingrained in our head, and we associated that. Like Bertie Miller had one of the coldest bass lines.
Ooh.
Listen, man, when Barney Miller's bass line would hit, I would go crazy. See, you like watching shows like Hogan's Heroes. To me, that was like the weakest show ever. But
Wait, stop.
I didn't
stop.
understand.
Wait. You ain't listen. Exactly. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. You got a group of individuals that are really prisoners that are freer than the motherfuckers that's holding them in prison. The shit was just dope to me. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers they had passages everywhere. And they was living the life while they were supposedly prisoners. And I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that shit would come in handy because I figured out how to use that shit all through our life. Now, but also Barney Miller, like for example, with Barney Miller, you remember the black detective? What was his name?
That was Ron Glass. He was a writer.
Right. Not only was he a writer, but if you just look, he was head and shoulders as far as intelligence above everybody in that station. He let me know how I needed to be if I was going to be dealing with others. And on top of that, he was one of the first ones that hit me to investing because he was invested in gold when gold went up. Now, see, you saying that was your show. You went crazy about the baseline. I went crazy about the lessons that was coming out this motherfucker. He was invested. He had money invested in gold when gold first spiked for us here in this country.
Right.
I'm just saying.
And that was the 70s. They was having subject matter like that. Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about. All the names have all changed since you came around. You didn't watch Welcome Back, Carter, bro?
Yeah, I watched Welcome Back, Carter too. Go ahead.
It was one show I couldn't watch.
What?
And you probably gonna take my black card, but I gotta tell you, I couldn't watch Good Times.
Oh, nigga, you through. All right, we about to end the show. He just.
But can I tell you why?
That's blasphemy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I grew up with two parents and never missed a meal.
Me neither. I ain't grew up with two parents, but I ain't never missed a meal.
Listen, I grew up with an amazing support system. My grandma stayed down the street. Never that poverty that they was experiencing on Good Times was something that made me cringe.
Well, that means you was once again, you might have been a little bit advanced because you was catching the social economical piece of that shit. I was catching the family shit.
Yeah, my spirit. Okay. See, my spirit was like, they doing bad, man. They always eat toast. I
didn't even notice that. I ain't noticed that.
Look, watch Good Times again to see how
they ain't always. I mean, I know they was doing bad, but you know they wasn't always eating toast, nigga. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because they had day-old bread that they would always get, and it would always be slightly hard. And Florida would toast it up, bro. She would toast it up for them in the morning.
Man, that was one show because I remember one time. The little pretty girl got in trouble because she didn't clean the greens before she cooked them. So there was some other food going on. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, every episode opened up with them eating gruel. I'm telling you.
You was looking too close at the bowl, boy. I was in love with what was her name? Thelma. I was in love with Thelma, bro. I was like, yo, Thelma. And then when they brought Janet Jackson on that motherfucker, boy, I was like, oh, look at Penny. And she abused. Go on, save her. Can I save her with you?
And once again, why do I gotta watch Janet Jackson come on television with a black eye and a bandage on her head? This show is. Listen, I'd rather watch George Jefferson call somebody a hunky.
Oh my God.
Than watch Good Times.
Now first off, you can't watch the Jeffersons. Time out. You can't watch the Jeffersons and not know that those shows are connected. It's the same show. Same people, same. I could connect that show. You know the Jeffersons was connected to Good Times.
Oh.
How?
James Jefferson's was a spinoff of All in the Family.
Right. And what do you think Good Times was?
Good Times wasn't no spinoff. They was in Chicago.
Oh, okay, cool. Where was Maud?
Maud?
Yeah. Oh, you don't remember Maud, huh? You wasn't watching
Maud
no
is
goddamn.
related to Edith. Maud is related to Edith.
Maud, and where did Maud live?
I don't know.
Maud lived in Chicago, and Florida Evans worked for Maud.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, dog, all that shit is connected. Nigga, I might even be able to throw Saffron and Son in that motherfucker. Look, Maud was in Chicago. Florida Evans worked for Maud.
And Maud was Edith's
Edith's cousin.
Her cousin or something, yeah.
Right.
Damn. 6 degrees of separation.
And then you got the Jeffersons that spent off of that. See, and I'm thinking for some reason, was Soap, you remember Soap?
Yeah, I remember Soap.
Soap is connected in there too, I think.
Soap is connected?
I'm thinking Soap is either Soap, no.
Soap,
no. Soap is connected to Benson, my fault. So Soap, and then it was Benson.
Benson is connected to Soap. Benson is connected to Soap.
Right. Because Benson was a spinoff of Soap.
Right.
But anyway, we talking old people talk right now. We kind of
right. They're like, who the hell is Benson?
Who Benson? Who? You blocking my light, babe. What you want? Well, get out my light.
I'm gonna tell you another show that I learned something from.
Go ahead.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I see now. That shows where me and you, because by the time Walker's Ranger came on, I wasn't able. I didn't have time to watch TV, and then on top of that, I wasn't a Chuck Norris fan because people was always in the debate of whether or not he could really beat Bruce Lee or not, and I wasn't having that shit. But anyway, I wasn't having that shit. I wasn't having that shit.
No. If you ever watch an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, here's the education I got from that. He had a black sidekick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he would send him in first every time. And he would get his ass kicked.
And then Walker come and save him. Walker, I'm glad to service you, sir.
Yeah. And so I didn't watch the show I watched it to get mad. Like, watch this dumb. Like Mr. T, they would slap him in the back of the neck whenever they had to go fly because he was afraid of planes, right? And I know you was a big Mr. T fan, and I ain't mean to come for him on your show, right?
Who? Bruce Lee?
Huh?
Wait, hold on.
T.
Who? Wait. Oh no, dog. Go on with that. You trying to do jokes. Brother Kwame is joining us. He says, I was horrible with that kind of stuff. Hill Street Blues was my going to bed music. He said, but you ain't watched the show. I watched it also. Welcome back, Carter. Of course you did. John Amos, Ma Carew, because of course we went to Good Times. That sister was fine. You met him?
Yeah, he's a rude son of a bitch.
But he ain't dead, is he?
I don't be keeping up with that shit, but
I don't think I just seen John Amos on Vlad. So I'm gonna have to check to see whether he
I was in LA and we were doing a program with the youth and he was dropping off his dry cleaner next door. I said, oh, this is John Amos. That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure. I'm sorry, I'm taking out my trash. So I slide over there and wait for him. I ain't going to just run in there while he's dropping off his laundry. Let him get done. I said, Mr. Amos, it's so nice to meet you. We got a program over here with the youth.
Fuck the kids, nigga. Hold on. Go ahead.
It would be so dope if you just come over here, man, and just say hi to him, man. It'll be cool, man. He said, I ain't got time for you niggas.
He ain't say that. He ain't say that for real. He ain't say that for real. So actually, he wasn't the parent. He wasn't the father in Good Times at that point in time. What was the part?
Coming to America.
What? Or was he? No, I don't even think that. What was the part he played a part in one of those Sidney Poitier movies where he was the gangster?
Oh yeah. When he still had hair.
He never. I mean, he always had the strange hairline, man. It ain't that he ain't have hair. He just had a crazy hairline. But anyway.
Well, After that, since then it's been fuck you, John Amos. But anyway.
Right. Hey, I ain't got time for you niggas. But anyway, Brother Kwame say the sister was fine. He said same producer was, nah, man, all them stories were connected, and that was brilliant. It was brilliant because that's how they introduced the shows, because they introduced the Jeffersons and Maud through All in the Family. All in the Family was a launch pad, and that's how you do shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was something I learned because, like I said, I used to watch All in the Family because Archie was hilarious.
Yes, he was
hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Writing was ahead of its time. You got to understand something. They were dealing with race issues, right? When we were kids,
right.
We were kids, and we were watching this black man coming to this white man's house, sit in his chair, talk shit to him, and then tell his family, let's go. We're getting the fuck out of this cracker's house. Hey, man.
Oh, man. You talking about for when the Jeffersons come over. Oh, man. Oh,
yeah, man. Listen, man.
All right, do you remember who was the first George Jefferson?
Yeah, I do remember. It wasn't that George.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Hemsley. It was matter of fact, I'm trying to think of what, because he really didn't. After that, I ain't gonna say his career fell off, but he never got into like a starring role again. But he's very familiar.
I got a piece for you. Did you know the Jeffersons got canceled when it was the #1 television show in its slot?
No, I didn't know that. I mean, I'm not shocked, but they had some producers. Kwame, because he's a math dude. He says 6 degrees is fictitious. People have misunderstandings of what contact was. So Kwame, so you gon' nothing. The Black Yoda is trying to challenge me on my school chops. He's saying that Edith and Maud wasn't cousins. That's what he's saying.
It wasn't?
That's what he's saying. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that in a mathematical way so we won't get it. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say the Florida Evans didn't work for Maud. This is what he's trying to say.
Hey, listen.
He don't come right out and say it.
I think listen, bro. I was 50-50 on the Maud and Edith Cousins thing.
No,
and I didn't even,
as a matter of fact, Soap came from that too, because that dumbass mayor was, who was he related to? He was related to somebody on Soap, and somebody on Soap was related to somebody, I think either was Maud or...
I think it was Maud too. We need a research department.
Oh yeah, we do. We need funding for researchers. So let me go on. Now look, now you want to clean it up. First, you want to challenge me on whether or not Florida Evans worked for Maud. Now you want to clean it up, Black Yoda. Hold on. I'm saying that all work for the guy who produced all. It sure did.
It's a Norman Lear.
It was Norman Lear. Norman Lear. Well, actually, he changed his name to Enormous. Enormous Lear. Because he was on everything. He was probably on all networks. Enormous Lear. This motherfucker was, because he produced all that shit. All of it.
I want you to, this is some suggested documentary for the people if they're not doing nothing on this 9/11. Check out a Netflix special called The Black Godfather.
Oh, man. Oh, see, and that's what I'm talking about. See, because like I said, now, because Hollywood out there, I'm trying to tell y'all, there's no reason that by 2023, we can't be running this city, or at least putting things in place. And if we not, we are robbing our children. I'm just saying, dog. I don't even give a fuck whether you believe it or not, but we could be running this motherfucker truly by 2030. But I'm just saying, piece the pieces in place. Got who? Hey. Listen. First, let's get them to prove the election process wrong. All right? See, because listen, now, how many votes and how much does it cost to run for city council?
I don't know. Find out.
See, we already got people that know this type of thing. But you know what I'm saying? So now, boom, prove us wrong on the election process. Now, we could do that. You don't need a lot of money to run city council, nigga.
What do you mean prove us wrong? What do you mean by that?
All right, because now, between me, you, and everybody in here, we all know enough people to at least get one seat on city council. One seat. Now, if for some reason we're not able to get that one seat, in a sense, they're showing us that this shit is not real.
It's time for you to run for office.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm opposed to that. But what I'm saying is, we have, at least 2 generations of people that in some form or fashion we done put our hands on, we done fed, we done got people ready. It's more qualified people that could do it, but if nobody else would do it, I don't mind doing it. But what I'm saying is, we don't need 1 seat, we need 3 seats. We need to shake motherfuckers up and get them scared because we talking about going for mayor. We got the school board. We locking this motherfucker down. That's all I'm saying. But hold on. Brother Kwame, once again, the Black Yo, let's clean it up. He says, 6th degree refer to those in the same areas of interest. Say mathematics. I'm within 4 to 5 degrees of Albert Einstein. Oh, because you do math, now you're going to try to connect yourself to Gene. See, I can't stand when people just want. This is about self-aggrandizement, man. We talking about Cointelpro, and if it worked. Now you want. You got to call. Kwame, you got to call in. You got to call in, Kwame. Call in. Because why don't you just admit that you was trying to say that Florida Evans didn't work for Mars? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just say that. There's nothing wrong with it. All right, call in line 614-556-4535. The black line is open. I'm joined by the one and only brother Rashid out of Canton, Ohio right now. He says the Masonic capital of Ohio, but I don't know. Why don't some of you Masons call in and
how many presidents from Ohio? How many presidents from Ohio?
I would say about 4.
That's a lot of presidents from one state.
It's 54 of them, nigga. What the? How's that a lot?
54 states? Did you say 54 states?
No, it's about 54 presidents. What president?
No, 45. 45.
Okay, whatever. It's still a high number.
Okay, so that's still a high number for such a small state.
No, Ohio is shaped like a heart in the center of this country, dog. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
The state itself is built on a Masonic angle.
Who? The state?
Maybe the state.
Well, I'm not necessarily in agreement with you about this whole Masonic thing. I really am.
Well, you better do your research then. That's what I'm saying. We got to get.
Why I got to do my research? All I got to do is ask Google, and I'm gonna find at least 3 of them that's gonna prove you wrong. It's very easy. But hold on, hold on.
I know there's not a dead president entombed anywhere in Columbus.
Is you trying to rub that in my face or some shit like that?
No,
am I supposed to be
that I can drive up the street and it's built on almost like a pyramid. And this man's body, William McKinley, sits here. And all around,
I knew him.
all around this place are Masonic symbols, structures, buildings.
Ooh, now check this question out. Hold on. Now, hold your thought. Brother Kwame say, what do you think Cointelpro uses in order to model their attacks on us? The exact shit that we talking about, Kwame. But go ahead. He said 4 and 5 are buried here in Ohio. But I think there are about 5 or 6. Damn, he said about 5 or 6. I only said 4. He says about 5 or 6 presidents from Ohio, dog.
Interesting. Now you start thinking about, damn, maybe I need to look about where I'm at. No, because I'm going to tell you something, bro. Listen to me very carefully. I've been different places, and black folks is cut a little different everywhere I go. I lived in Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Detroit got such a bad reputation for this, that, and the other. But guess what? Them black folks got a level of pride up there. Same thing with Cleveland, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you come to Ohio, and it's an assimilation state. Everybody trying to assimilate. Everybody trying to assimilate. They ain't got no time to come together because they're trying to be like the other man. And that's because everything is designed and engineered in a state like this to keep it like this. You see, what's the phrase that say the coldest move the devil ever made is making people think he didn't exist? Did you hear that?
Yeah. I was never impressed by that when they first started saying that shit.
Okay,
either,
well, we talking about, you know, self-awareness and knowing your situation so that you can deal with the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those situations is knowing where you at and knowing the people that you're dealing with.
No,
your
but
message.
right. Go ahead.
Your message is based out of somewhere and something. Okay, it's based out of an ideology that you developed. Okay, it's based off the player's pyramid. It's based off your life experiences. But the people that you're talking to may not have gone through those same experiences.
That's very true. That's why I start going into drifting off and having fun and having good conversation. But Kwame looked up. He said North Bend, Cleveland, Massillon, Fremont, Marion are other places that presidents are buried. So if you throw Canton in there, that's 6.
Whoa.
So now I got to look and see, you know, because a lot of times, a lot of places we go, Ohio, especially Columbus, is very, very underrated. Very. You know what I'm saying?
15th largest city in America.
Very underrated. So, but yeah, because he went and looked that shit up. But now, this brings us back to the piece. He said, what do you think Cointelpro uses in order to model their attacks on us?
Right.
Our generation. See, because we got to understand, because all you got to do is capture one generation, and that generation will be the poison ointment that will destroy all generations after that, unless something intercedes.
Hey, listen, I got to cut this short. This trash, I got to get the trash out of my house.
Well, get the trash out. All right, family. We want to thank you for calling in. But going back to the question, Brother Kwame asked, because TV was a very important part of that process. The music, I mean, anything that tells stories is under attack. Anything, right? But anyway, family, I want to thank y'all for joining us live here on Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I really, really enjoyed having y'all. Enjoyed the conversation. And once again, Kwame, you could trace the line of all the Norman Lear show. They all lead out to one thing. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. That's a conspiracy theory. But once again, that's a tool that was used by the system to dumb us down. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I can find deepness in anything. Go to the depths. Try to take my mind beyond. You know what I'm saying? But also, family, I want to thank all of y'all, right? Because it's the support that y'all been giving us. You know what I'm saying? People been going to gnjmedias.support. You know what I'm saying? We got we're still trying to drive towards having 100, you know what I'm saying, 100 supporters. You know what I'm saying? We were far from that, but I ain't mad. You know, I really, you know, I'm thankful for what we got. I'm just gonna continue pushing to get more. But you know, y'all gonna hook a family up. Gonna hook the tribe up. And then on top of that, you can also go and join this book right here that you see up on the screen will be for sale soon. Some of y'all probably went on there and tried to try to steal the code anyway. So let me go and just switch. All right, I'm about to get up off the line, but family, y'all have a great day, and I am out.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who's represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a...
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
The rest of me wear a uniform every day.
But some grown-ups don't. I thought it was just a shirt hanging. Hey, where's why did I feel
All right, ladies, let's get it.
Okay, Google. What happened on September 11th, 2001 to change the United States?
According to History.com, the 9/11 attacks prompted the U.S. president to declare a global war on terror on September 20th, 2001. Bush called on world leaders to join the United States, saying every nation in every region now has a decision to make.
Damn, nigga, that's a long ass name.
Yay, I guess I could.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you want me to go on the computer and press stop streaming, right? That's basically it. Okay, let me go down there.